Hey, what's going on, everybody? Froggy Stonks here. Nothing I say is financial advice, entertainment purposes only. We are about 2 minutes till market open. If everybody's having a good day, HE just going a little sideways, down 3% pre-market, but bouncing off of resistance. Hopefully, this thing does another Friday where we open a little lower and then take off into market open. Have another 7% day. That would be beautiful. Let's see. Let's go wider out. We're in a huge bull flag, a beautiful ascending bull flag. It's waving like crazy. Was forming a cup and handle. Doesn't really look like it completed, but the bull flag's still there. We're tapping resistance around 1560, 1550 consistently around these levels. I'll say that's a double top. Hopefully this thing takes a rip up, breaks out, retakes 21 this week. Hopefully today it retakes 21. Finishes the cup on the daily here. Bing, 21. Handle comes back down to 17-ish. Then rips up to 31. We complete the fill. As of right now, there's no new news coming out. What's up, RWK? There's no new news coming out as of right now on HE. We'll go check the Maui Fire Department website real quick. Or their Twitter handle, anyways. Boom. The ATF has left the island. The report's completed. They're compiling it. Oh, there is a new tweet 10 hours ago. MFD crews have contained an approximately 4-acre brush fire in central Maui. No structures were threatened. Air 1 was utilized to aid in stopping the forward progress of the fire. So there was another fire. Wow. I wonder what caused that. No cause as of yet. So that's actually interesting. TMF filling the gap. Oh, you scared me. TMF filling the gap. What do you think, 573? Possibly. Maybe. We'll find out. If it does, I'm buying more. That's for sure. Because everything I was telling you guys, housing, China, macro view, breaking unusual whales, 2/3 of 50 major private business builders in China are defaulters per Bloomberg. And then you have all this crap with Zillow getting ready to do, what was it, 1% down? Zillow bought up a ton of houses. Let me try to find the tweet here. Zillow bought up a ton of houses to flip. It was like their new business a while ago. Here it is. And they got stuck. They started buying houses through the peak of the market. Notably, Zillow has also pledged over 2%. Zillow to offer a 1% down payment loan program. Look, housing is at an all-time high. Consumer credit usage, auto loans, and basically just consumer debt overall is also at an all-time high. Across the nation. It's crazy. Chicken's expensive, gas is expensive, everything's expensive. Zillow's coming out and offer these insane deals on housing terms and loans, and all the lenders are giving 8.5% interest rates to people who can't afford them, and they're giving them to these people on $300,000 to $400,000 homes. The reason they're doing that is because someone's got to hold the bag. At the end of the day, someone's got to hold the bag. The banks can't handle the foreclosures. They've got to get these homes sold before the market crashes, and Zillow has to unload properties as quick as possible because the properties are overvalued. So they dump them on people at high interest rates with high payments, so those people have to default. And then it gets wrapped up into debt sales and credit swaps and all that garbage, right? You do not want to, the banks and them do not want to be holding that stuff on their books while this is all going on. So check the charts. Looks like it's just going to be a shitty day. HE down 6%. Just absolutely plummeted it open. Hopefully this wicks back up. They tried to get us the other day too. I don't see any news specifically. Pretty sure a lot of funds trying to mess with people. This is a big play. I don't think people realize how much money is actually sitting in this play right now. It's not looking good though. That was a big volume candle at open. Over 500,000. Trying to find out if there's any news. Let me check Webull. I don't know if news just randomly dropped a second ago while I was streaming. No news. This is somebody fucking around. Not surprised. Be a good time to actually nab up some shares. Be the overall market's not doing very well today either. So, no big deal. Let's see. Do I have any money ready to go? I do. I do. Let's take a look and see what other plays are going on, though. Either way, HE, there's no news coming out. Zillow's dumping houses on people. Unqualified borrowers seem to be getting homes like crazy lately. And retail consumer credit usage is hitting all-time highs. Auto loan defaults are going through the roof. And they say unemployment numbers are good and whatnot, but the problem is they're really not representing that correctly in the fact that people are working 2 to 3 jobs. It's just crazy. All right, let's see here. What else is going on? TMF. Novix is looking decent. Man, my HE calls got wiped out. Hopefully that ticks back up. But technically, we're still in a bull flag. Come on, what's going on here? Some big fund somewhere is playing games because this thing should have broke out like crazy. We're technically still in a bull flag. It's still ascending too. Hopefully it can maintain. Yeah, I guess it's broken down now. Wicking up. We'll shall see. IDEX. I was hoping that would be down 7%. Hit 290 again. That's not bad. Again with IDEX, I'm just waiting. Good morning, Spence. We're back to the ninja loan days. That's exactly what it is, DZZ. Like, these lenders and these banks and Zillow and Rocket, they are giving loans to people that cannot afford them. And realtors are out there pushing houses that are 30% overpriced as their appraisers come in and give it a bad value. It's happening all over again. When people find homes and homeowners want $350,000 and the appraiser comes in and the home's really worth $250,000 and the appraiser comes in and goes, well, the loan's got to be for $350,000, so yeah, okay, it's worth $350,000. It's the biggest scam in history, and people should go to jail for it. It's crazy. Blessed with a 2.9% home loan right after it started 2020 on wife. It's first home together and house now worth near double. That's amazing, dude. Congratulations. I was in really, really good shape with my house in Michigan on the river. Bought it for $100,000. Ended up selling it for $147,000. And my home loan interest rate was 3%. I was only paying $450 a month. It was incredible. It was a beautiful, beautiful home on the river. But because of the pandemic, not being able to get my kid I decided it would be better just to move back out to New Mexico. Especially when I started doing stock stuff again, I didn't have to be stuck at any type of certain job anywhere. So, man, the whole market's just getting smacked today. It's really messing up the plays. You would think IDEX would be down further instead of HE, but it looks like somebody's just attacking HE to mess with it. But this also makes me think that news is going to drop this week from the fire department, potentially the ATF. The ATF has left the island. The report's done. They're compiling it. They're going to give it to the Maui Fire Department. And then we should get some kind of news on what's going on here. So, might have been better just to buy stock. I don't know. I'm wondering now if I need to, no, I need to hold. I need to hold strong on this one. Sucks, though. I was hoping for a better morning. Just go in and see if there's anything. Lululemon. You go to HE and then you see shit for. There's so many bot accounts that are going on with HE stuff. It's driving me nuts. It's just random bot accounts too. There's nothing coming out. And it is getting smacked. Hopefully it bounces that resistance at 1394. We'll just say 14, but hopefully it bounces right there. If I see it come into this range, gets around 13, I'd probably get to buy more stock. I don't know about my calls. I've got duration on my calls. I've got till the end of the month. So hopefully it breaks out of this bull flag. Boom! Fucking straight to 21. I'm gonna say if I see 21, it may just be a good idea to sell and then wait to buy back in on the calls on the handle if it forms. So refinance my house in 2020 from 4.7 to 1.9. Best trade I ever made. Yeah, I got hosed. I should have bought immediately when I got out here in 2020, but the market just wasn't. The housing was cheap and everything was good and the interest rates were low. But I just moved. I didn't know the area good enough. I didn't want to jump into a home. I like it. I put a lot of money down. I got a 6% right now, which sucks. Going from 3 to 6 is. But my car is like paid off, and I really don't have any other debts, so it's not bad. I put an extra 20 grand down on the house this year. Plan on doing more. Man, HE is just getting annihilated right now, and on no news. Somebody's reshorting this thing. Somebody's coming back in hard to try to knock it down out of its uptick. If it bounces here, we'll just keep it at 1373. If it gets anywhere near there, RSI's through the floor. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and just nail it right now. I'm going to go ahead and see how much calls are. Let's see. Call 15. $1.35. How much does that average me down? I'm going to buy 5 more calls on this. That'll bring my average down a little bit. It is getting annihilated. What's TMF doing? IDX ripping down. Outstanding. See, this is good. I'm long HE. I'm going to go short IDEX. All right, I bought 5 more calls on HE. I think someone's messing with HE big time. That's a bummer. Like I said, IDEX. Oh, man, come on, go back. I want to get this thing under $1. I've got a lot of time on this one. I want to wait until it's under $1 and I can exercise, short it, wait till it hits like 3 cents again or even 10 cents, man. That'll be a huge win. TMF, Just waiting to see how the game plays out. This doesn't. I don't know why this happens every time I start streaming now. That is on absolutely no news. So either news is getting ready to drop that HE was responsible, or somebody is just absolutely attacking the stock because we had a great run the other day. Huh. That's what I tweeted yesterday talking about presidential elections. U.S. president should have to compete in the following before the election: just an Army basic physical fitness test, basic senior year high school final exam, Halo 1 multiplayer free-for-all Spartan laser last man standing contest, peasant dish cooking contest, rifleman and archery competition. President can't do those or pass any of those. I don't believe that they are physically or mentally fit to serve. Come on, baby. Still don't see any news. Nothing. I'm gonna buy 5 more. What are they priced at now? $1.25. Yep, getting 5 more HE calls. There we go. All right, now I'm good. I'm gonna say right there. Boom. Space ripping up. IDX down. HE down. TMF. TMF looks like it may be going for that gap fill. That's good. Because if it does gap fill, it is going to tear back up to this level here. So I'll tell you what. I'm going to hold tight now. I'm going to wait and see if it does do the downside gap fill. HE just getting killed. Stupid. That's what it is, D's easy, man. They knew I was in on the play. They had to come in and rip it out from under me. I'm going to hold strong, though. RSI is through the floor. Trying to find support. I mean, the main support line's down here at 1289. That's a little low though, right there. Okay, yeah, 1291, 13. But there's absolutely no news. I don't think there's any gaps to fill to the. There is a downside gap to fill. Right around 1289. But like I said, if we get a news catalyst this week and they come out and say, okay, it doesn't look like HE's responsible, this thing's going. They say it'll go to 31 overnight. AMC ruined the word hold for me. Now, dude, I jumped in a space call the other day with Sugar and them, got about to 90 people. We're talking about influencers misleading people. We're talking about Adam Aaron, all kinds of good stuff, holding people accountable, about how Ethan and Daily Blend and Al misled everybody on the whole lawsuit thing. The lawsuit was 100%, the Allegheny lawsuit was 100% created to mislead investors and to delay the conversion of APE. And then when Ethan and them started that stupid letter writing campaign, oh, we don't want this, we don't want conversion. All the people who didn't want conversion, which was coming regardless, that's what they don't get. Conversion after the vote was passed was going to happen no matter what. They needed this delayed as long as possible so that funds could unload their bad positions via their return swaps or whatever it was through APE and through Terra Capital, and they did. And it was 6 months delayed. What do you think that did? That gave hedge funds all the time in the world they needed to reposition properly to make the play not work for anybody. It's nice to see it's up a little bit today, but now the thesis is on the side that doesn't like Adam Aaron is Taylor Swift's parents run a hedge fund and blah, blah, blah. It's so stupid. Every time we have a catalyst or we have an event or we have an idea that would actually make AMC work, all the Adam Aaron worshippers go absolutely insane, call everybody shill, they say we're fudding or whatever. And then the stock tanks, and then they scream, oh, it was the people's fault who had the good ideas. It's so stupid. It's just so dumb. It's so nice to be out of that play. Absolute waste of time and energy. And then you get like Ethan, been arrested. Bigums, crazy, weird Amish, whatever he is, Domino pizza guy who probably has a criminal history. I mean, reviewed order, issues with him and criminal activity and stuff allegedly. And Al, or not Al, but Lou. It's just like, why do people listen to criminals? Anybody who's making any significant amount of money off of YouTube is probably giving you advice you want to hear instead of advice that you actually need. And then the people give them super chats. Like I said, man, put your money into your own portfolio. Damn. Could have got out clean on HE Friday. Should have. I don't know what's going on today because there's absolutely no news. Unless somebody knows something. Somebody knows something on the island and we don't. Or they're trying to rip retail out of the play. Like I said, I'm trying to get into HE news and there's just literally nothing. There's a lot more on the dip. Because I think when the news does drop, if it's in favor of HE, this thing will go straight to 21 and then straight to 31. This was basically to try to rip people out of their calls. Study Disney. If they don't get new Spectrum deal for ESPN and college football, they are in big trouble. Oh, I'll take a look at Disney. Disney's just such a dumpster fire piece of crap. Like literally. Like the whole woke, everything woke, it's just stop it, Disney. Disney's low. Disney is looking bad. Disney is at its pandemic lows. Incredible. I wonder if Disney's going to be the big bankruptcy stock this market crash like GM was. TMF, what's TMF doing? Yeah. Anything under 6, 7 on TMF, in my opinion, is a good buy. I'm going to wait a little longer. I'm going to be patient on this one because there is a gap on TMF. But like I said, when housing does crash and banks start collapsing and all the garbage that's about to happen, people will move their money from banks into some type of treasuries. And TMF should recover really well over the next year. That'll be a good 12-month hodl. Be nice. Oh, Space has a launch to the 9th. Virgin Galactic has a launch on the 9th. If it's successful, I could see them really recovering. That'll be their second successful commercialized launch. Come on, IDX, just drop. And of course, my puts on IDX aren't really valuing up. But like I said, it's all about exercising those contracts. Damn, HE's smoke. So annoying. I had a feeling yesterday. I was like, I'm hot on the play. It ran up really hard. We had great call option activity on Friday. I think DZZ, you might be right, man. I may have to go dark on my plays. I'm just gonna continue to follow it, man. No point in okay, so look at there. We hit 1342. I hate it when these lines change when you go to time differences. We'll see if that's bottom. If it is, screw it. Screw it. I'm gonna grab more. I'm just gonna keep loading up. Like I said, this one, yeah, there we go. $1.15. I'm gonna average down. This one hits. I'm either gonna lose or I'm gonna win big on this one. Usually when I do this too, when I really dedicate to something like this, just like Signature Bank, I make a big win. If this bounces, we get good news through the day or by the end of the week. Okay, Maui Fire Department looks like a secondary ignition source caused the Lahaina fires. HE is cleared. This thing will run right to 31, and them calls will fly in the money. And then, oh, IDX is valuing up now. Boom, 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 boom. Nice. And then you'll get an unusual whales tweet saying unusual options activity on Hawaiian Electric. Somebody put $400,000 into call options right before this thing ran 700% on the call side. So we'll see. I'll be right back. So nice out yesterday outside. Oh, man, I'm a little sore today too. I had a really good workout yesterday. Collapse. IDX needs to go under $1. All right. HE's ticking back up. Let's go. Let's get this recovery. Try to spook everybody out of their positions. Let's see what you got. Let's go back to the Lahaina Fire Department. Maui Fire Department. Oh, we got to check Hawaiian Electric too. So if you guys didn't catch it this morning, there was another fire in Maui, and apparently they put it out. No structures were threatened. Everyone was utilized. So there's another fire, another brush fire, 4-acre brush fire in central Maui. I guess, I'm assuming there was no power lines around that area. No way I'm being faked out that easy. This thing is dumping off no news. Exactly, EG. Exactly. That's why I bought more. The way HE dumped, I could have sworn they must have been found guilty. I don't see a single news. I don't see anything in the news. Nothing. Unless somebody knows something on the inside. I mean, there's nothing in the MSM. This looks like some type of fun. Somebody, some whale repositioning big time. Seriously, the Oprah and Dwayne Johnson thing is crazy. Oprah's got like $2 billion, and she's asking, it's like, why don't you just give? Why does the U.S. government only give them 98 million, and then Oprah, who is a multi-billionaire, comes out and is talking about the money she spent to set up a GoFundMe for the island, asking you for money? Literally, Oprah could just be like, "Oh, here's 5 million. Here you go, guys." It's good, whatever, raise money for the island, and you want influential people. But Oprah and Dwayne, and the elitist Hollywood thing right now is not a good look. It really isn't. At least public news, so no idea on HE. As terrible as it might sound, you may have to do a Discord, man. Something to at least put a layer of protection out there. Yeah, I know. Own Onfo. You ever judge a stock by its name? What is Onfo? I don't know about that one. What is it? Is it a Biopharma? Because somebody keyed me up to that ADTX thing or whatever the other day that ran like from $1 to $90, and I looked at it and I said, that looks like garbage. And then a day later, it runs, it actually squeezes. Technology company helps business verify people's identities. I don't know. I'll take a look though. I'll give it a shot and see what's going on with it. But I'm sticking to this HE play right now. I'm in pretty deep. Oh yeah, Hawaiian Electric. You guys should follow them if you're in the play. Hawaiian Electric President and CEO Sheely Kimura wanted to share her reflections to employees on the weeks past and her thoughts looking forward. Let's listen to this.
At home here in Hawaii. Aloha Hawaiian Electric Ohana.
She's pretty.
I wanted to take a moment to recognize the importance of today's holiday and the achievements of workers across the nation, across the world, but most of all, at home here in Hawaii. I especially wanted to recognize the heroic and important work undertaken by our union-represented team members on the front lines. You have been working around the clock for our customers, and I am so moved and so proud of how everyone has come together for our Maui community. I would also like to mahalo all of our team members in all roles and all positions across our company for the incredible work that you've all done over the past few weeks. I know it has been very difficult and a painful time for everyone. We're at different stages of sadness and grief, and many have suffered grave losses. But in the wake of this tragedy, I'm also thankful for the aloha, the selflessness, and the strength that I see in people around me every day, and that includes all of you. We are doing what we have always done when confronted by hardship and heartbreak. We stand together for our people and communities, and we work to keep them safe. I know there's still so much work to do. Many of you have continued to work hard through the weekend. That said, I hope those of you who can will find a moment to take a breath, reflect, and spend some time with your loved ones. I am thinking of you and proud to stand with you as we serve our communities. From the bottom of my heart, mahalo and aloha.
Well, that's cool. That's good. The Hawaiian Electric CEO is out there like front and center, man. Like you can see where Hawaiian Electric has already been restoring power lines in certain areas. And again, Maui Electric and HI Electric Light. What is the difference? You can see they started putting power lines back up for temporary uses for businesses and such, but people just don't understand the consequences of the 85, 90 mile an hour winds that came through. So, man, this thing is getting smoked on no news whatsoever. It's frustrating, but that's the play. We'll see. Like Steven said, there was a huge position, 500K something shares. We'll see. Let's just assume it's going to go ahead and come back down to 1291. That sucks. I was really hoping for a pop today, especially with the news that came out about them restoring power and such like that. Maui Fire. Looks like somebody's just playing games in the market. Damn, getting smoked right now. That's all right. I'm not letting go. How are my IDEX calls down 75% now? Or my IDX puts. How are they down 75% randomly? I was just like mad up. Fidelity's got some issues, bro. There's no way my IDX puts are down 75% when they were just up 30%. There's no freaking way. That is hilarious. That thing fell off the face of the earth, and a 0.5% tick to the upside off of its new bottom put me down 75%. I'm getting absolutely ripped on those right now. But the good thing is, like I said, October $23 IDX puts. When this thing goes under $1, I'll look into exercising, and yeah, we'll go short the stock off the exercise. Man, this is garbage today. The IDX puts too, it's really weird. The contracts on those are just, I mean, I was just up like $500 and then suddenly I'm down 1600, 1800 on them. It doesn't, it's not even logical what just happened to my position there. Like even with the Greeks, it's not. Stupid. Robinhood does the same, playing with options gains. Yeah, it's, dude, the options market on a lot of stocks are getting ripped like crazy lately, back and forth, multiple different plays. Uh, there's something going on with the markets, but like I said, it's catalyst investing anyways. HE is news based. They come out and the report says that the secondary Lahaina fire that burned down all the buildings in the city wasn't really responsible for, it wasn't Hawaiian Electric's fault. If they're not at fault, this thing's gonna rip. IDX, when this thing goes under $2, gets into the $1.50 range, I'll look at exercising. I'll be short the stock for a really good deal. My gains will be there. Boom. This 9% thing on Hawaiian Electric could just be somebody repositioning to 500K shares, 600K shares at open. Could be somebody who was short the stock, played it to the upside to try to fix their bag, dumped the long, and is now getting back in to do it again. A lot of shorts got caught at $9 on that play. See what Unusual is talking about this morning. The 10-year treasury in my mind is a screaming buy. BMO Capital Markets Ian Lingen has said. Well, there you go. The global economy is spiraling into survival of the fittest mode as the top economies skirt the post-World War II system of trade rules in favor of a more restrictive transactional approach to cross-border commerce. FTX co-founder Sam Bankman-Fried may call 7 expert witnesses, paying them up to $1,200 an hour to testify on his behalf at his upcoming fraud trial, per Bloomberg. Where is Carolyn Ellison? Why is Carolyn Ellison getting away with murder and nobody's talking about it? Come on. NHE. Lame day. Tomorrow, this thing may be up 40%, though, so that's how it works. That's how these plays work. TMF still creeping down. Looking for that gap fill. IDX down 5%, and then somehow my puts got ruined. Even though everything was, I was up $500 a minute ago on them. That's just absolutely insane. This is how it works, though. You're down 1 minute, and then you're up the next. And today, I feel like they are really trying to hose anything I'm touching, which is fine. I'm not letting go of this one. To me, Hawaiian Electric, the CEO's out front and center. They're restoring power. You know, they just had another random bushfire out in the middle of Hawaii, out in the middle of Maui somewhere. Fire department had to respond to that. To me, this looks like it's going to be a big turnaround. The thesis is still the same. There's no news. There's no news change. And that feels very AMC-ish. That feels very AMC-ish right here. And let's look at the longer out chart here. Let's see. We're technically still in this bull flag range too. We're still in these channels. So Double top, failed to break out of a cup and handle. Pretty lame. Dumping off. Probably will catch support. Hopefully it catches support right here. Around 1330, but it could tick down back to 1291, 1289. But there's no gaps to the downside from the recent run, and the run up from 9 was on good news. It was basically the Hawaiian Electric CEO saying, hey, no, we did everything correctly. So this is still, in my opinion, no thesis creep. We're still valid in the play. So if you get bad news, play's over. That's just bottom line. There's no recovering from that if you get bad news. So if you're in it, be very careful. We need to find her to get you that prom date. Oh my God, dude. Where's Carolyn Ellison? Everybody's all about Sam Bankman-Fried, but Alameda Research was very, very, very doing some shady things, man. Marijuana stocks catching a bid. This bushfire seems to be the easy way for it to go down temporarily. Yeah, no kidding, right? That's correct. That a random bushfire out in the middle of Maui. Why did it hit 9 2 times? It hit 9 because of the fires, and the Hawaiian government or the Maui government came out and immediately filed lawsuits saying that HE was responsible for it. Yeah, if news is bad, if the Maui Fire Department, the Maui government comes out with the ATF report and says yes, Hawaiian Electric was responsible for this, it's gonna tank. It's gonna get destroyed. But to me, the way things are going, the way things are unfolding, the restoration of power, the money that's going to Maui from the U.S. government, the big players that are still in the stock, to me, it looks different. And like I said, Friday they came out with that news article about the electric company in California being sued by the federal government. Reuters dropped that Friday after market close that they were suing the California Electric Company. I think it's I forgot the name of it, but the company in California that caused this big wildfire that burned like 140 acres or 400 acres back in 2020. So they're going to sue them, and that bad news hit the market, and then we saw the effect of that today. So hopefully that's it. Hopefully that's the bottom. Hopefully this thing rips back up, takes the 9% back on the day, continuation of the bull flag into good news. Like I said, if it does, even with my situation on my calls being down right now, it won't matter. It won't matter much. Like I'm already gaining back on my HE calls right now. They're already valid. I'm glad I averaged down. Didn't get much of an average down, but I do have a bigger position. My problem is these IDEX calls that I was up 500 on. It's got to be something in the Greeks with the I don't know if it's theta, but like I said, that doesn't even matter. I'm gonna quit looking at that. No P&L worries there. This thing goes under 250, $2. I can exercise, go short, and then here we go. Go short, and then boom, hold that short because the cost to borrow is really low on IDX. I'll hold that short until this thing goes out of business, man. Because they're up for delinquency, they're up for delisting. They have not filed their 10Q. There's rumors of them trying to sell off parts of the company. TMF starting to rebound too. What's the overall market doing? AMC. Look at that. That is such garbage on AMC. And I don't even care because I'm not in it. Run. Boom. Dude, the stock is so manipulated. It's just like Kramer said it once. He said the quiet part out loud. He said it's a controlled stock. It is a controlled stock. Let's go look and see what Mark is doing. Not good news for Robin, Rhina, and EBIX, and unlike some, India Robin is not protected. What's going on here? All right, let me check the chat. What else you guys got? Def 64, even before ruling, September has been bad for markets. Yep. And HE, just like all the stocks, is in a big way influenced too. Absolutely. by the broader market. B2, I loved Musk on ADL. Oh my God, the Musk ADL news. That is so awesome. Yes. Meta going for 300. Fifth time in a week. If Meta goes for 300, creates a triple top, that could be really bad news for the markets. Look at this. Look at that. So what do we got here? Look at this resistance on Meta. If Meta can't break this 300 range, 301, 305, whatever you want to call it, the overall markets are going to get hit hard. I think the overall markets are about to get hit hard. And the cool thing is, yeah, Musk is looking at, or Twitter anyways, is looking at suing the ADL because they have evidence that the ADL actually basically influenced advertisers away from Twitter, which led to Twitter devaluing over 50% after Musk bought it. And the ADL also has a big influence over Facebook, and you guys see it every election cycle. You cannot say anything conservative based on Facebook, or you get restricted, or you get banned. It happens every year. Average cost of a home in Canada is $754,000. Yeah, CCP, housing market, Toronto, Canada. Collapse incoming. American housing market. Start with California, commercial real estate, then consumer credit default, auto loan default, then housing default in certain areas as people move away from the inner cities into places like Albuquerque where our housing is going up through the roof. Because people can't afford to live in California, New York, Santa Fe, all that. And they support ADL, etc., even if they know that's wrong. Yeah, they're going to sue the ADL from what I saw on Twitter. If the ADL is making false defamatory, if they're defaming, if they're creating defamation statements against Twitter as a company and Elon Musk so advertisers do not go to Twitter, then they can be sued. And here's the thing, advertisers not wanting to be on Twitter is the stupidest thing ever. It's like the crazy thing is Trump finally came back. You're not going to do very well in a U.S. election without Twitter X. It's just the truth. So, all right, got a little bit of money back. HE creeping back up a little bit. My IDX puts are just, it was funny. They were up so much this morning, and then they just got immediately annihilated. But it doesn't matter because it's just stupid to see. It's annoying to see. Doesn't look like there's any HE news. I don't really have too many other news items to hit today. Got to clean up the house, get ready. Got a date tonight. And I'm hungry. I need some breakfast is what I need. That's the problem. I didn't eat breakfast this morning, and the stock market's mad at me. Everything else, garbage too, man. I'll tell you what, even if this position, say the market crashes next week, and I just get ripped on all my current positions, I put away a lot of cash from my other plays into CDs this year. So it's just sitting in my bank account. So even if that happens, I have a backup plan to buy the bottom of the market. Check messages. So I believe that's all I got today, guys. Nothing real big on the news. Let me finish these comments up. HE, we retrace this day's loss and resume the flag. Yeah, absolutely. It's obvious this was caused by the bushfire news, and I'd assume positive side. Yep, me too. But they use victim card, iron basic. Not all. Many poor Jews died in World War II, but most rich survived. HE, MACD, about to cross, should be good. Been in Tampa for 10 years now, and the real estate market continues to skyrocket. Here we got in December of 2020 at 2.8%, 220. Our next door neighbor just sold for 339K. Yeah, dude, that's great, man. I don't trust TA. MACD on what? 1 minute? Well, MACD on the 5's rolling back over. The daily is down still, right on oversold. 4-hour center line. The MACD and the RSI is looking really good on HE right now. And like I said, if the good news comes out, you're going to see all this volume recovered. This thing will just rocket. I think it'll go straight. Honestly, I think it'll go straight back to 31. Maybe form a cup on 21, get a little handle, and then go to 31. But the report's done. The ATF report is completed. It's funny. You get a fire, the government, before the fire's even out, sues the Hawaiian Electric company and causes billions on the stock to be lost, while the ATF report is completed and being compiled, is going to be given directly to the Maui government. The Maui government filed the lawsuit before any investigation was done. This all smells like a land grab. It smells like a utility grab. Someone's playing Monopoly. They want the land. They want the stock in the utility company so they can control everything. It's just what it is. With the report done, somebody either knows something and this is just the game that people are playing. Whoever the big institution is on this one, to load up on the utility company and to load up on land in that area. So either way, though, guys, that's about all I got today. I got to go get a haircut. I got to eat breakfast. I got to clean up and get ready for some fun time, some relaxing time with my girl. She's awesome. She'll probably randomly talk housing and stock stuff with me too, so that's cool. That's a really awesome thing to have. So thank you, man. Thank you. Hopefully you guys will come back and join me tomorrow. Please hit the like button, share the video. It really helps out in the chat. I keep forgetting to share it on Twitter in the morning. But it helps the algos kick my channel out, which is taking a little bit of a hit lately because I'm not talking as much AMC stuff, but that is totally fine. I go in and out. SPNY was a big thing. Then AMC was a big thing. Then FTX and all that and all the T0 talk. So when this HE thing hits, you'll see a flood of people in the channel. You'll see a flood of people on my Twitter again. It's hilarious when it happens because everybody comes to figure out what's going on after it's already happened. So either way, you guys have a great day. Thanks for coming. Again, please hit the like. You guys rock. I'm going to keep following the news. If any big news drops, I'll come on live on my cell phone and let you guys know. And we will obviously see the reflection in the price action before we get any relevant news because that's how the markets work. So we'll see. You guys take care. Have a good day. Froggy Stonks out.